Welcome Seekers, you have made it to the Tarot Magicians channel. My name is Ricardo Gallart, and today I bring you another pick a card tarot reading. And in this pick a card, we're going to try and answer the question, how do they see me? They can mean anyone. They can mean maybe a boyfriend, they can mean maybe a future spouse, a future partner, a friend, a family member. They can mean anything. They can just mean in general, just, society, people, your coworkers. So they can mean anything. So when you pick one of these groups, make sure to have maybe whoever you want in mind. But really, they can mean so many different things. This is more of a general reading about just the collective, right? And how people actually see you. So that's the question. How do they see me? Now, before we get started, I would like to remind you, Seekers, about my tarot channel. I'm offering private readings in that Etsy shop. So visit the Etsy shop. The feedback has been truly phenomenal. I have a 5-star rating. I would love to work one-on-one with you and answer all of your questions. My prices for those private readings are below market value. You will not be disappointed with my services. So please visit the Etsy shop. Place your private readings today. Thank you, Seekers. Now, let's go ahead and get started. Seekers, in front of you, there are 4 groups. You have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. There are 4 stones. Please take a moment to select the stone that calls to you the most, the stone that really just, brings you in to the and just if you feel called to pick more than one, go ahead and do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in the description below, add the timestamps so that you can fast forward to your groups. I'm going to give you a moment so that you can make that selection now. Welcome, group number 1. All right, let's get started. So, in front of you, you have an oracle card from one of my newest oracle decks called Fairy Wisdom. It's a fairy oracle deck, and it's called the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle. So, we're going to go ahead and take a look and see exactly just, what is the theme of this reading for you. Let's see how people see you. How do they see you? Let's see. Ooh, dragon's pet. Interesting. So the keywords attached to this fairy card are communication between species, animals, pets, magical companions, guardianships, dragon's pet. This is a beautiful, beautiful card to get in a reading about how do they feel about me. Because, essentially what this card is telling you, group number 1, is that this person sees you as a magical companion, a magical friend, a magical partner. So there's a sense of, you being their maybe sidekick. There's a sense of you always being loyal. So people see you in a very loyal sense. People see you in a very beautiful light. It's like, if you have a pet, you know exactly what that feeling is. You come home and you know that your pet is always going to be there. Your pet is loyal. Your pet is always going to love you. Your pet is always going to look at you and give you a big old smile. If you have a dog, if you have a cat, you might be ignored. But, your cat does care about you. When you're feeling down, the cat will always come to you and just kind of look at you and tell you what the heck is wrong with you, right? But there is definitely a magical component to you. There's also a sense of guardianship, so people can count on you for some good advice. People can definitely, you have people's back, and they see that. They understand that. They grasp the fact that you're there not to belittle them, not to make them feel bad or self-conscious, but you're there to lift them up. You're there to give good compliments. You're there to be a friend. You're there to be a source of energy, a source of inspiration. A source of dynamism, in their lives, newness, freshness. That's kind of all the keywords that I'm kind of picking up on with this card. Now, there is a bit of a negative component to the fairy oracle cards. I like to sometimes talk about the shadow sides of things because this is a channel of growth. This isn't a channel where we only talk about good things. I like to talk about the shadow too. So, if we were to examine the shadow of this card, perhaps it's important for you to look and examine your relationships with people and really take into account the relationships that make you feel secure about yourself. Examine the relationships that make you feel just like a very powerful individual, someone loved. If you feel that with a certain someone, then you should definitely continue being in that person's presence. Now, if for any reason you feel the opposite, if you feel like you need to make up for something with a certain someone, if you feel like you need to give too much of yourself to obtain someone's attention, if you notice that someone's behavior changed from when they were giving you compliments, and now all of a sudden, in order for you to get those compliments, you have to do something, then it's important for you to analyze that relationship and possibly walk away, because you might be in the presence of a toxic person. And you right here, you are a very loyal person. You have a very animal-like sense of loyalty to you, and what that boils down to is that even a dog or a pet, they can try and be nice and be just loving towards an owner that's very oppressive and very evil to them, right? So examine your relationships very well. You have a lot of good qualities that unfortunately some bad people can try to exploit. So that's kind of the shadow side to this card. Now, let's go ahead and throw more cards around this one and try and see exactly what else people see in you. What is special about you. Let's take a look. I'll even try and see if we can find out what is also attractive about you. What attracts people. All right, so this deck it's my Wizard's Tarot deck. It's another new deck that I just got, and I like the artwork in it. All right, so we'll start here with the King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. They're both reversed. So what that means is that you are definitely someone who, when people are around, they feel like their fortunes are turning. If they're going through a bad period, or if they're suffering through maybe some kind of calamity or chaos, you're kind of that person that comes and shifts things for them. So you are very much kind of like this lucky charm to some people. I'm pretty sure that people have told you, it's like, hey, look, you told me this and look at what happened, right? You told me that, and look at what occurred in my life. Oh my goodness, I think that there's something about you. It's like, people kind of look at you and they realize okay, this person has something special to offer. When people are around you, they kind of have this feeling right here of this Four of Swords. And, examining this Four of Swords here, it looks a bit weird, right? It looks like she's being stabbed by the Four of Swords, but in all actuality, the Four of Swords, it talks about putting your swords down and resting, just taking a breather, enjoying yourself, being calm, letting your guard down, not feeling like you have to be in this defensive state, right? So people feel very comfortable around you. People feel like they can tell you anything. You will not judge them. You will not, talk ill will of them to other people. There's a sense of just being at peace around you. All right. And then here we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups just talks about love. It talks about beauty. It talks about just being completely at peace. There's just this sense of emotional stability, emotional understanding. You can definitely, empathize with people. You can put yourself in their shoes, and that's why you give such good advice, because people kind of see that. They understand that. And that's why many times they feel like when they're with you, their fortunes are kind of turning. So as to when, you see this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles has everything together. This King of Pentacles is strong, mighty, capable. This King of Pentacles doesn't let many things bring him down. This is a person filled with value. The fact that it's reversed along with the Wheel of Fortune in this kind of reading tells me that you just speak to people's insecurities. You speak to people's darkness and shadow sides. Like you reveal them, you know. And then once you do that, people can kind of rise up from that. People can kind of come to certain realizations about what they've been doing wrong, maybe what they've been doing right, and then replicate it, or stop the behavior altogether. You have the ability to change people in a very positive light. Also, you're not the kind of person to come around people and bombard them with things. You know, we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. You're very decisive. At least that's how people perceive you. You're someone who's decisive. If you make a decision, you go for it. You pursue it. You definitely don't let certain situations bring you towards maybe a change of mind. You know, you persevere through the tough times, and that is something that people look at you and say, "Wow, that's inspiring. I want to be more like Group 1 because man, this person is awesome," right? So there's a sense of there's a sense of you being stable in every way and unchanging. Okay, again, we have Dragon's Pet here. You know, so we have animals and pets. So what does that mean? Obviously, if you have a dog, if you're a pet owner, you know exactly what that means. Like, that little animal loves the crap out of you, right? Like, that little animal will always love the crap out of you. Even if one day that animal's upset and bites you, you know that animal loves the crap out of you. So there's just this sense of unyielding love, you know, unyielding perseverance, and people love that about you. All right, so I'm going to throw 2 more tarot cards from the Art Nouveau tarot deck, just to try and get a sense, just to, you know, close this out, see if there's anything else that people perceive or want from you. Again, Pentacles reversed. Yeah, you're people's lucky charm. This is a confirmation. People feel like they can build something with you. Like they feel like they can do something with you. They feel like, okay, I can trust this person. So if there were, you know, the reason why it's reversed is because it's talking about their misfortunes, you know, where they couldn't trust someone else to do something, they feel like they can trust you. And then here we have the Ten of Pentacles, which kind of just solidifies that trust and that care. You know, the Ten of Pentacles is the card of family. It's the card of happiness, joy, glee. Everyone around is happy. They're dancing. They're having a good time. You know, the kids are out. They're having a joyful time. So just a strong sense of togetherness that surrounds you. And people pick up on this with you. And they're just inspired by that. They want more of you. All right. All right. So let's throw more cards. We're going to throw now some oracle cards. Enough tarot, we're going to throw some oracle cards. This is from Making Magic Oracle deck. I'll shuffle, we're just going to throw 1. Let's see what messages we get. Let's see what we pick up from this. The elements of fire, air, earth, and water combine to create powerful protective boundaries, spiritual, mental, physical, emotional. Wow. Look at this. So what this card is telling you is that you kind of encompass everything that people are looking for in a friend, a partner, a confidant, someone who they know is going to be there no matter what. You know, you are 100%, you know, this person's or these people's friend, motivator, just everything. You have all the tools and all the ingredients to be around. So people just want you around. You have all the elements. Essentially, this was being told here. All right, so now I want to throw an oracle card from the Whispering Woods Oracle deck. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle, and we're just going to throw 1. Humility. So look at that. Humility. Flowers are unaware of each other's beauty. They bloom regardless. Beautiful. So there's a sense of humility about you. People like that. You know, you attract people because of your beauty, of your demeanor in life, and the way you react to tough situations, the way you react to the opposition. It inspires people. All right, now I want to throw another oracle card from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. we shuffle. And we're going to throw one card. Look at that. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness. That's you right there, Group 1. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Haha. Right after we got humility, right? Kindness. Simple acts of kindness. You know, yeah, there's just such a beautiful, beautiful energy around you that people love, they appreciate, people just pick up on this energy. They know. You know, they know that you're special. They know that you're someone who's there to help them, assist them, and just be 100% unyielding in your love. And that is something that people just adore about you. All right. Now we're going to throw one more card. And this card is going to be from the Unicorn Oracle deck. Now, I want this to be more of a transformative message from Spirit. So this is more of like a Spirit says kind of thing. This is going to be some advice directly from Spirit to you that you can focus on right now, Group number 1. Ready? Let's take a look. Innocence. All right, so Group number 1, Spirit's message to you is innocence. Take time to play. Nurture your inner child. Live with a childlike sense of wonder. Wow. That is a beautiful card. And it is a beautiful message from Spirit to you, Group number 1. And I'm very happy that I was able to deliver it to you. I want to thank you so much for watching this. Don't forget to subscribe, Group number 1. I want you to subscribe. I have many more pick a card ideas coming. So please subscribe. Looking forward to seeing you in the community. Also, I want to remind you, Seekers, to give me a like, and I have an Etsy shop, so I want to remind you, Seekers, that I have an Etsy shop, and I would like for you to visit that Etsy shop. I'm offering private readings. The feedback I've received has been truly phenomenal. So far, I've got a 5-star rating. I would love to work one-on-one with you, Seekers, and answer all of your questions. My prices at the moment are below market value, and I guarantee you will not be disappointed with the service rendered. So please visit the Etsy shop, place your private readings today. Thank you, Seekers. Also, I would like to hear from you, Seekers. So, you know, if you can leave some comments below. I want to know if you have any more pick-a-card ideas, if there's anything you would like to see me do, anything that you can just, you know, give me, any insight. I'd really appreciate it. I want to know what you thought. I want to know if the reading resonated with you. I want to know what you thought about the general energy in this reading. Okay, so let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to visit that Etsy shop. The link is going to be below as well in the description. Thank you so much, Seekers. Bye-bye. Welcome, Group number 2. Welcome. All right, let's get started. So in front of you, you have one of my newest Oracle decks. This is called the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle card. So we're going to seek some wisdom from the fairies today. This is going to represent kind of the theme of the reading. Again, we're trying to answer the question, how do they see me? So how do they see me? Let's take a look. Oh, look at that. You've got Riddle Fisher. That's a nice fairy card. Riddle Fisher. Riddle Fisher, the keywords attached to this Oracle card are divination, seeking out, and finding answers. Ooh. So, right off the bat, the theme of this reading and what people see when they look at you is someone who offers incredible spiritual advice. So a lot of you might be Taroists yourselves. At the very least, you know, you dabble in the occult, you dabble in divination. So people kind of pick that energy up in you. So they really listen to what you have to say. I feel that with you and your spirituality, you are so in tune with Spirit that you tend to give good advice. You tend to say things that come true. So people have experienced that in their lives and in their experiences with you. So they see you as someone who is in tune, who is understanding, who is definitely connected somehow to a higher power, and they want to ask you questions. They want to know a little bit more. They see they see the magic in you and they want some of that in their lives. But that magic is more based on what's going to happen. It's like there's a very kind of oracle energy on you, more prophetic kind of energy. Just to give other type of keywords, a seer, someone that looks and can see their path and can maybe look and see how things are going to happen for the person that you're speaking. Definitely, there's people out there like this, and I would say that I'm maybe one of them. I definitely sometimes look at people and I can kind of see where they're headed in life. So it's one of my gifts, but I see that here with you as well with the Riddle Fisher card. It's like you can look into someone's eyes and kind of see where they're going to be, in here to a few years. You see their strengths, you see their weaknesses, and everything kind of comes together. You can read people very well. And this is a good skill. It's good. Obviously, the question here is, what do they see in you? What do they see in you? So essentially, this they can be your employer, it can be family members. If we're talking about maybe career-wise, definitely there's a sense of we want this person here because she can pick up on trends or he can pick up on trends in the market, right? So there's a sense of this person making a decision and boom, things definitely result in that fashion. So, if you're involved in the financial realm, you make a decision on what stock to buy and boom, it comes true. So there's a very strong indication and inclination here that what you say happens, it comes to pass. It's like, like if you're friends with like someone that likes to gamble, I'm pretty sure that they always check in on you, just to kind of get the feel from what the spirits are saying, right? Because you just have that sense of knowing, right? You know things. And there's also a very strong sense here that you like the deeper subjects. You're not the type of person that talks about mundane things. You don't talk about people. You talk about ideas. You talk about where we're going. You talk about things, boring things, I guess, like automation. You talk about things that really impact our society today. Maybe you're involved in our democracy a little bit more than other people. So there's a sense of checking in on you because you care about the deeper subjects, and people need that, even though they'll say, oh, no, I don't like to think too hard because it's too divisive. People just have other ways of thinking, and I don't want to insult anyone, so I'm not gonna touch on that. You're not that person. You seek conversations out. You talk about the tough ones, and you even offer perspective on where things are going, and people really enjoy that. All right, let's throw some tarot. We'll start with my, this is another new deck, by the way. It's called the Wizard's Tarot. Pretty nice. I like the artwork in it. All right, so we're just going to shuffle. And we are going to throw. All right. You've got some nice cards here. Let's take a look. Let me adjust everything first. And let's have a little talk here, group 2. All right. Okay. So, again, just to solidify the fact that people come to you for guidance, you have the Star as one of the main cards in this spread. The Star is the energy of guidance. The Star is the energy of follow this path. It's the right path for you. This is the path that leads you to greener pastures. This is the path where you will lead you to that wonderful waterfall where you can just take a nice shower and it's just going to take away that darkness. So there's just a sense of you being that star energy to a lot of people. People pick up on that. They're immediately just engrossed by what you have to say, by your guidance, by your ability to just find certain things in certain situations. And there's also this sense of, let me see, we have here the Hierophant, another major arcana. And the Hierophant is a card of teaching knowledge. This is a card of taking the all-expansive, wonderful energy of the divine and just kind of breaking it down, putting it into books, talking about it. It's a sense of teaching. So it's kind of like a church-like environment where you come and you receive and you learn about spirituality, and you learn how everything is interconnected. It's like the knowledge of the ages, right? So again, it goes hand in hand with the star energy. You give direction to people. You are a very spiritual person. You have knowledge of the occult. You have knowledge that other people would like to have. And you are very, I would say, you're a person that dabbles in the occult. Again, divination, riddle fisher. So a lot of confirmation. I think I gave you a lot of what these cards are saying within this fairy card. You know, it really just spoke so much about who you are as a person. Another thing is you motivate people. So not only do you give people that direction, you give people good advice, but you motivate people. So this is the King of Wands. It was reversed. So this is a person that's burned out. So what you bring to people is motivation. You help them see a little further. You help them see what's ahead. And those people are just so motivated by your message, inspired, that they want to move forward with authority in their lives. They want to take action, inspired action towards their goals. Because they feel that confidence that, okay, if group 2 said it, then you know what? I'm going to follow that advice, because look at what happened before. Group 2 said this, and look at what happened. All right. So you know what? I'm not going to get bitten by the bug again. I'm going to listen to group 2. So there's just a sense of inspiration, you know, a sense of checking in with you, because you are 100% in tune with spirit. That's what people think. So they want to follow your advice, your words, what you have to say. Another thing, and another reason why people listen to you a lot, is because you are very intelligent. Okay. So we have here the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, it's a young, very witty, very astute, very just analytical young man. And obviously this young man has studied the art of battle, as you can see in this depiction. And he's victorious. You know, he wins small battles. He's not a loser. He's a problem solver. He understands how things work. He's able to apply himself in the world, in his career, in his life. He's been able to figure out some very tough things. And this is where he's at right now, right? He's here in his next challenge, and he's more than likely going to win, because that is his goal in life, and he's going to achieve it. So people kind of see this energy of success in you, right? You've won some battles. You know, you've got your job, you've got your finances together, you have motivations, you have aspirations, you follow through on them. Certain things that you've said have come to pass, and people are very amused by that. There's definitely just a sense of connectedness with you. There's a sense of, I want to be around this person because they have it together. And then on top of that, they're very spiritual, and they also kind of, you know, they've prophesied some very intense stuff. So there's something mystical about this person. So there is a bit of a shadow side to this. I like to talk about the shadow because there is a sense of growth that comes from understanding the shadow, and I like to talk about it. So I always throw just a little sprinkle in every reading about of it. So what we have here is a 7 of Swords, and it's reversed again. The 7 of Swords talks about people behind your back, maybe bad-mouthing you. So there are energies around you that perhaps aren't to your betterment. Perhaps they aren't who you like or want around. They're talking negatively of you. They perceive you in a bad light. Mainly, I feel that the fact that, I mean, let me just start by telling you my story. Obviously, what I'm doing is divination, right? And I'm broadcasting it to the world. So my circle, my private circle, has dwindled very much so. The reason why that is because there are different philosophies in the world. You know, I don't want to talk about any religion. I'm not going to call them out. But there is a varying. There's just different opinions. And what ends up happening is people they kind of just walk away from you because they see you and it's like, that's not what I've been told to listen to. That's evil. So I'm just gonna go away from that. I'm not even going to entertain this person or this guy. You know, there's a very strong sense of that going on here. So that's a bit of a shadow in your life, but you have to understand one very important thing. And before I even tell you the advice, I want to actually throw some cards from the Art Nouveau tarot deck. So I want you to understand one thing about these people that are doing this. What they're expressing is societal norms. In their minds, they feel that they're doing the right thing, right? In their minds, they feel like they're holding themselves to a higher good because this is what they truly believe is the right thing, because society dictates that people that do divination are evil, right? And I know that to some of you that may sound like, what? Are you kidding me? Yes, unfortunately, especially where I'm from, like this is extremely taboo. Maybe not where you're from, but you know, there is a very strong sense here that people are, in a way, bad-mouthing you because of your likes of divination, maybe your likes of the occult. Maybe you got a book that people saw that you got the book, or maybe you have a poster and people are like, what is that? People judge you pretty quickly. So there is, for some of you, a small portion of you, there is a sense of people talking badly behind your back because they don't respect what you're about. You know, as you can see here, what this represents is you holding your occult books, you know, learning from just esoteric knowledge, and people just not respecting it. You got it reversed. You have to understand one very important thing here about that. You have the Three of Pentacles. This is people who have been misled, right? They think that they're partaking in some kind of great work. It's like, no, 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 no. Society tells us that we shun these people. That's the right thing to do. So they think that they're partaking in some kind of great work by treating people this way, by bad-mouthing them. But really what they're doing is they're going against the rhythm of life, right? That's why the card came out reversed. They're going against their own... they're going against their own free will to learn from other varying philosophies. And they're just... you know, they're controlled. They're controlled by some kind of collective understanding. And unfortunately that it's going to take a little time to change that. It's going to take generations to change that. We're moving in that direction, but it's been very difficult. You know, I've been called some very, very nasty things, even on social media, which I'm not going to say. Just because they found the channel, like, you know, not because I said something to offend them or anything. Just because they found the channel, they've taken the opportunity to call me out and say some very nasty things. But that's the reality that we live in. You know, you persevere, you move forward, you seek answers, and you don't stop. So there's some of that going on. I think I focused a little bit too much on that shadow. But anyways, let's stop with the tarot. Let's throw some oracle cards. We're going to start with the Making Magic Oracle deck. So we're going to shuffle. We are going to shuffle. Oop, and we've got one. All right, so we've got here Dragonfly. Look at this, Dragonfly. You bring light to the world. Ooh, that is powerful, right? So you bring light to the world. Again, that makes sense. You've got the King of Wands. Reverse, the King of Wands is fire, energy, motivation, inspiration. People come to you, they see you, they want to partake in what you have to say because they're motivated. You light up people's fire, right? So now we have here an oracle card telling you that, yeah, you bring that light to this world. All right. Now the second oracle deck is going to be from the Whispering Woods oracle deck. We're going to shuffle. We're going to throw one card. Cleanse, wash your weary spirit clean, and take a walk in the wooded glade. Ooh. So there's two meanings to this. It talks to the shadow side, but it also talks about who you are. People, when they hear from you, when they have you around, they feel clean, they feel cleansed, they feel like they're anew, you know. There's a sense of just, okay, now I have direction, now I have motivation, now I know what I want to do because I spoke to this person and I ran my idea by them, and you know what, they like the idea, so now I'm going to go ahead and do it, and I feel good. So there's just this energy of you that motivates people to be the best versions of themselves. That's another thing that people love. Again, and then the second message is leading towards that shadow side of yours, where there's a sense here that you yourself have maybe been hurt by this. So I feel that some of you, maybe not all, maybe some of you haven't experienced this. Obviously, this is a general reading, so take what resonates. But I feel that for some of you, a portion of you, you've been bad-mouthed. You've experienced that talk. There's been negative energy surrounding you. Could be from a parent, could be from a loved one that had told you straight out, you're crazy, like you're insane. What are you doing with this? So you need to be able to cleanse yourself from that. So you're being told by Spirit here to kind of wash that weary spirit clean. Take the walk in the wooded glade. So just walk your own path. Don't listen to what anyone has to say. Forgive yourself for feeling the feelings that you felt, maybe frustration. Forgive them for whatever they told you or did to you. Walk anew. That's pretty much what I feel the message is here. Be renewed. Now, another oracle deck that we're going to go ahead and utilize is the Whispers of Love. Whispers of Love. We're going to go ahead and throw just one card. We're going to see what this deck reveals to us about you and what people love about you. Oh, choose love. Look at that. These cards are so beautiful. These Whispers of Love. Choose love. You always have choice. Make yours with love. So another thing that people just adore about you is the fact that you and your messages are all about love. You're all about growth. You're all about motivating people, but inspiring them. And you understand that the greatest source of energy in this world is the energy of love. And you give that very graciously to people. People pick up on that love. People pick up on that care. That energy of, I'm worried about you. I want you to do good. There's a very strong inclination and indication here that you are just filled with an energy of nurture, an energy of caring, love. People love that about you. So on top of the fact that you give people direction with your words, it's very loving. You do it very nurturedly like. So people love that. All right, so we've made it to the last portion of this reading. The last card, so to speak. What we're going to go ahead and do here is we're going to try and figure out what Spirit wants you to do. What advice Spirit has for you. And we're going to do it with the Unicorn Oracle deck. All right. So I'm going to throw one card, and this is going to be a direct message from Spirit to you. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle, and we're going to throw. Haha. You've got delight, group number 2. Look at this, delight. Count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things. Always expect the best. Haha. So, that is a direct message from Spirit to you, group number 2. That is what Spirit wants you to focus on right now at this moment. And it is, that is definitely something to focus on, right? Delight. Count your blessings and enjoy life. Come on. Take pleasure in simple things. Always expect the best. So those are things to focus on right now, for you to just be balanced, for you to feel good. So that is all I have for you, Group 2. I want to thank you so much for watching this reading. Thank you, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? I want you to subscribe. I have so many pick-a cards that I've already done, so many pick-a cards that are coming. I don't want you to miss those, so subscribe and hit the notification bell. Give me a like. That helps a lot. I also want to remind you, Seekers, about my Etsy shop. I'm offering private readings in that Etsy shop. The link is down below. The feedback in that Etsy shop has been truly phenomenal. So far, I have a 5-star rating. I would love to work one-on-one with you and answer all of your questions. My prices are, at this moment, below market value. I promise that you will not be disappointed with my services. So I ask you, Seekers, to please visit my Etsy shop. Place your private readings today. Thank you, Seekers. I also want to hear from you. Leave a comment down below. I want to know, what you thought about this reading. How I can maybe be of assistance. If you have any more pick-a card ideas, any pick-a card ideas that you leave down below, I add to the queue. So this was one of those ideas. So definitely I would like for you to let me know what you thought about this pick-a card, what you would like for me to maybe change. That would be very, very helpful. So Thank you, group number 2. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 3. Welcome. All right. So in front of you, group number 3, we have a card from the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle. So we're going to try and get some wisdom here from the fairies. Again, the question that we are trying to answer here today is, how do they see me? So how do they see me? They can mean many different people. So we're going to go ahead and see how people see. Once was innocent. Look at this. This is a very beautiful fairy, okay? Knowledge means change. That is kind of the keywords that are attached to this fairy. Now, the beautiful thing about this fairy is that, number one, she's incredibly sexy. This is one of the sexiest fairies out of the whole deck. So, obviously, when it comes to your looks, people find you extremely attractive. There's just an energy of youth. There's an energy of sexiness to you. You're very beautiful to a lot of people. They see externally that beauty. When it comes to just internal, there's a sense of innocence. There's a sense of wonder. There's a sense of purity. People love that. Also, there's this strong inclination that you don't like to stay stuck. You like change, right? So you like to move from project to project, being successful in every project along the way, but you don't like to stay stuck on one thing. You like to move on. There's just so many things that you can learn, right? There's so many things that you can do. There's just so many things that you can just master. So why not go for everything? People respect that about you. People respect that energy of moving forward, being relentless in your pursuits. People respect that. They love that about you. So let's go ahead and put some cards around this fairy, and let's see what else these cards reveal about you and what they feel about you. All right. So you've got some cards here. Let's see. Man, a lot of positive traits about you. So number 1, we'll start with the bottom card that's right under the fairy, kind of like a theme of this reading, and it's this 3 of Cups energy here. Look, this 3 of Cups energy talks about you celebrating, enjoying yourself, talking with friends, just talking about the latest thing, the latest fashion, the latest, scandal maybe. Just having a good time, going together, celebrating, drinking, having a good time. And there's just a very strong indication here of you also working on yourself and working on your personal projects and being successful at that. So you've got here the 4 of Wands. So not only do you like to go out, have fun, but there's also here this 4 of Wands energy that says you invest your time wisely at home, you work, you study, you see all these books here on the desk. This person right now is working, is getting things done. It's expanding their horizons, doing more than what they need to do in order to reach new heights of glory, right? So there's a sense here that you are unstoppable, you're unmovable in your pursuits, in your career, in your professional endeavors. You will always move forward. You will strive to be the best version of you. Knowledge means change, and that is very, very powerful, group 3, because it talks about someone who is willing to sacrifice pleasure in order to obtain greatness in life. So it's more of a very stoic kind of approach that you have, versus Epicurean, which is more of a I want to have fun now, YOLO kind of energy. The beauty of you is that even though there's this energy all around of someone who's focused, determined, and moves forward with authority to pursue their personal goals, and people love that about you, there's also a sense of fun. Someone who is approachable, someone who people can come and talk to about pretty much anything. You know, there's an energy here of sharing in your success, and people love that about you, group 3. Now we have 2 sevens. Interesting. 7 of Cups and 7 of Wands up here. And this only speaks towards where you're going in life and where people see that you're going. So, you know, this 7 of Cups is someone who has to make a decision, but they don't even know what decision they have to make because they have 7 options presented in front of them. This deck is from the Wizard's Tarot deck, and this wizard is looking at these cups, and he's like, all right, what do I pick? You know, I've got options. So you have options. Group number 3, you have options. You're like that wizard, someone who has options. And you're able to kind of, now here in the 7 of Wands, we see that same wizard with those 7 options pretty much having his pick. And not only is he having his pick, but he's benefiting from every single one of them. So it's almost like if those options are multiplying for you. You know, the more you work, the more you strive, the more you're out in the world and you're expanding your horizons, the more your options increase. And there's a sense here of just getting past your limitations and your sorrow. The reason I say sorrow is because we have the 5 of Cups here. So the 5 of Cups is someone who's maybe depressed, upset, someone who doesn't see their blessing, someone who's just maybe suffered a loss, you know, some kind of despair that's going on right now. It's reversed. So you're definitely not someone who dwells in this space all that much. You're just very forward moving, very mentally progressive in the sense that you don't let certain problems take you and destroy you. Like you don't suffer fools gladly. Like you move forward and you are able to move from problem to problem graciously, and you always have a solution to that problem. It's a part of your energy. It's a part of how you communicate with the world. It's like if there is a problem, if there is an obstacle, then those obstacles are there so that I can become better. I'm going to overcome that, and when I overcome it, I know that I'm going to be a better person, right? So there's a sense of that here going on for you, group number 3. Now, I want to throw some oracle cards. Because I want to see exactly what else, right? What else is attractive about you? And I want the oracle cards to kind of speak. So enough with tarot. We're going to use the Making Magic oracle deck for this. First card out, Felix Felicitous. Or Felicitas. Power symbol to create lucky, serendipitous events. Ooh. Look at this power symbol, and that speaks about this dynamism that I'm seeing here with you. It speaks about just your character, who you are, what you've done, what you've accomplished, what you will accomplish, and what you will do, and how you're going to do it. Truly, it talks about someone incredibly powerful, incredibly able, and capable, a very powerful being. All right, and now we're going to throw a card from the Whispering Woods Oracle deck. Let's see what the Whispering Woods Oracle deck has to show us. We're going to shuffle, and we're going to throw. Time. Embrace in the dough. Let me see. Embrace in the dough drops of life before they disappear with the morning sun. Time. Wow. All right, so this is talking about this 3 of Cups energy, and also the 5 of Cups energy reverse, which is just, 3 of Cups is an energy of celebration, not suffering. And 5 of Cups is an energy of getting over those problems and limitations very quickly. So you understand that time is important. You understand that life is about love, it's about good experiences, it's about overcoming challenges so that you can reach some kind of new horizon, reach greatness. So you don't waste any time. on things that are maybe frivolous, or things that, you know, would maybe make you or destroy you, or put you down. You don't waste time on people who are here to maybe make you feel a certain way about yourself. You know, you don't give your power to other people, right? You are powerful. It's like, you know, you have here the Seven of Wands, right? This Seven of Wands is raising hell. You know, he this Seven of Wands, this wizard right here doesn't care, right? So this wizard has all of these options, right? All of this greatness, all of this magic above him, and is ready to move forward with dynamism and confidence that he's going to be successful in whatever the next phase of his life is. So there's a strong sense here of overcoming problems, okay? All right, now I'm going to throw a card from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. Whispers of Love Oracle deck. Let's take a look and see what this deck has to offer us. Look at that. All right, so the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. That's beautiful, huh? So ultimately, one of the things that people love about you is that you do everything with a sense of love, right? That is your motivation. This pretty much is the same energy of group 2. So there's a sense of shifting back into focus, shifting back from darkness and chaos into an energy of love. You understand that the most powerful energy on the universe is love, and you kind of draw your energy and your attention from that. You know, you want everything around you to keep flowing. You want people to prosper. You know, it's not that kind of energy where it's like, hey, I'm gonna be successful, not you. It's like, you're beneath me, okay? You know, so even though you have an energy of perseverance, success, moving forward, options, not staying stuck, change, that kind of energy can make people into tyrants, not you. You operate from a sense of love. You operate from a sense of, I care about people, I care about the world, I care about the environment, I care about the animals. I want everything to be in unison. I want everyone to work together. So there's a sense of community with you. People love that about you. All right, let's go ahead and throw one more card. And this card is going to be from the Unicorns Oracle deck. This Unicorn Oracle deck is essentially going to serve as just an advice. You know, this is just an advice from Spirit. So what does Spirit want you to know? What does Spirit want you to focus on right now, group number 3? That is kind of the energy that we're bringing here with this Unicorn Oracle deck, okay? So let's go ahead and shuffle and see what that is. Celebration. Let me tell you, Spirit wants everyone to be happy today, because every single one of these unicorn cards for group 1 and 2 and now 3 is just about delight, celebration, and look at this. This is beautiful. So you've got celebration. Spirit wants you to celebrate, group number 3. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success. Enjoy your achievements. What? And it's funny because this message is so synchronized with what we saw here, right? What are the cards showing us? The cards are showing us someone successful, motivated, forward-moving, relentless in their pursuits of greatness, right? So Spirit is now reminding you, hey, yeah, you're great. Now remember to enjoy it. Remember to enjoy that greatness. Remember to celebrate. Tap into the 3 of Cups energy a little more. Right now, it's your time to do this. It's your time to celebrate. It's your time to laugh, to play, to enjoy life right now. Take as much time off as you need to in order to recoup. If you feel like maybe you're lacking any kind of energy, Spirit is telling you that the reason why that is because you are not going through the process of self-care. You must receive. You must receive that care. You must treat yourself right now in a more just relaxed kind of energy, with a relaxed kind of energy, so that you can truly come back into balance. But yeah, that is what I see here, group number 3. So that is a message directly from Spirit to you. That is the recipe at this moment. Okay. So thank you so much for watching this reading, group number 3. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. I have many more pick a card videos coming soon. Please subscribe. You're not going to be disappointed. Many more coming. Also hit the notification bell. Give me a like. That helps a lot. Also, seekers, I want to remind you about my Etsy shop. I'm offering private readings in that Etsy shop. The feedback I've received has been truly phenomenal. So far, I have a 5-star rating in that Etsy shop. So I would love to work one-on-one with you and answer all of your questions. My prices at the moment are below market value. I like to keep it that way for now. You will not be disappointed with my services. I promise you that. So please visit the Etsy shop. Take a look at those reviews, at that feedback, and place those private readings today. You will not be disappointed. I am looking forward to working with you. Okay? So go to that Etsy shop. The link is going to be in the description. Also, I want to hear from you, seekers. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about this reading. Just, what resonated, what didn't. Let me know, if you have any questions about anything. If you have any ideas for any pick a cards, I would love to hear them. This pick a card idea came from you seekers. I went down below and I read every comment and I respond to every comment, as you seekers know. So if you write a comment, I will respond to it. So let me know. Let me know pick a card ideas. Maybe if you want to put hashtag pick a card and then the idea, that would be great. That way I can find you. So hashtag pick a card and then your idea. And I'll add it to my pick a card queue. And that way, we'll be able to really have exactly what you seekers want as far as pick a cards. So thank you, group number 3, for your love. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 4. Welcome. So, group number 4, in front of you, you have a card from the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle deck. And this card is just going to show us, essentially what people think about you, right? So that's the question that we are trying to answer. The exact question is, how do they see me? And this can mean anyone, just a variety of people. So let's take a look. Ooh, we have Story Keeper. Tell your story. That's the message, Story Keeper. Tell your story, legacy, write your wisdom. That is beautiful. So, this card, it pretty much just talks about you and your intelligence and the fact that you are wise beyond your years. There's a sense of just having walked through some kind of perhaps darkness. There's a sense of you understanding certain topics because you've experienced them. I think that maybe you're a deep person. A lot of you are maybe philosophers. A lot of you are writers, deep writers. Some of you, unfortunately, you have this wisdom because you've seen a lot. At a young age, you have seen a lot of harsh judgment. You've seen some darkness, and now you have that. You're wise because of those limitations, because of that darkness. You are where you're at because of that. So there's a strong indication here that you are, to other people, very powerful. You're someone who they can talk to. You're someone who is very intelligent. Now, I want to see exactly how that intelligence is attractive to them. What do they find attractive about that? So let's go ahead and throw more cards. We're going to start with the Wizards Tarot deck. One of the newer decks that I bought. We're going to shuffle that deck and we are going to throw. Okay. All right. Some very interesting cards here. Let's take a look. Let me adjust everything. And so you guys can see. Okay, Seekers. So the first card that really captivates my attention, it just boom, explodes out of here, is this Queen of Swords, because it speaks so well to that Story Keeper card, right? The Queen of Swords is someone who you don't mess with. Okay, the Queen of Swords is powerful, knowledgeable. She sits in her throne of power. This is a creator. This is someone who problem solves very easily. This is someone who's extremely analytical, very intelligent, very wise. You know, this is not someone who you mess with. This is a person who has a sharp mind. And that's who you are. You know, people can count on your advice. They can count on your advice to reach a place of balance in their lives. So you've got here the Two of Pentacles. This is what people kind of see in you, right? They see someone who is balanced, who has everything working for them financially. You're doing well, you know, physically, everything. So they want that balance. So they take your advice very, very seriously. They like to kind of be around you, because if they're around you, maybe they can pick up on that balance, and they can just, you know, learn how to avoid certain things, which leads us then to the next card here, which is the Five of Pentacles. This is a card of ruin, right? Five of Pentacles, the dreaded Five of Pentacles, right? You can see here you have a wizard walking outside, and she's not having a very good time. It's cold, right? Very bad scene. And at the same time, there's this majestic, almost castle-like place, right? A mansion. And she's got no access to that well of glory and value and shelter. Because who resides inside that castle? The Queen, right? The Queen of Swords is the one that resides inside that castle, right? And so this person outside that's kind of like going through the snow is someone who's trying to, who wishes they can reach the Queen inside the castle, but they can't, right? They can't. The reason why people see you in this attractive way, and in this kind of authoritative, leader-like, creator, someone to admire, someone who people look from afar and say, that person is going places, be careful. That person is just, man, so dynamic, so professional, so astounding, just the way she walks and the way she communicates, right? People want that. They're almost attracted to you because of that. And the fact that there's the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So who you are, with your intelligence, with your mental clarity, with your problem-solving abilities, people can kind of tap into these two energies when they're around you. So the Two of Pentacles talks about someone who's well-balanced financially and in many areas of their life. The Two of Wands talks about someone who can plan accordingly. You know, someone who knows what they should be doing. Someone who's following maybe the advice of a powerful queen, right? So people like your advice. They like what you have to offer. They like what you have to say. They respect everything about you. There's a magic to you. There's, your words are law. Let me say it that way. Your words are law, and they respect that because they know that there's wisdom that comes out of your mouth. When you speak, is because there's wisdom, there's knowledge, there's hard fought for knowledge, and you're able to apply it graciously. They're able to apply it in their lives and see the benefit. So you give people direction, all right? You give people options. Right here we have the Seven of Cups. This Seven of Cups is the card of options, right? Now, the funny thing about this is that it's reversed. Why is it reversed? Because sometimes for people, too many options is a bad thing, right? Sometimes it's good to pick one path and move forward. It's like, if you're good at this, make sure that you keep on working at it, right? Work on what you're good at. Don't try and recreate yourself based on what someone else tells you you're good at and what you wish that you were good at. Work on the things that you're good at. Perfect that, because that is your ultimate greatness. So what the Queen of Swords does is you give people direction. So people might come to you and they have all these ideas like, I want to do so much, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to explore, oh my God, I want to... And you're like, all right, calm down. You ask the right questions and you offer them direction. All right? You tell them, look, you got too much going on. Based on what you're telling me, you need to pick that purple one in the middle. Yeah, take that purple cup in the middle and go ahead and do your thing, all right? People find that so appealing about you, that you can offer such good advice, and they're transformed by it. So let me go ahead and see what else. Let's see if we can pick up on anything else. We're going to throw 2 cards from the Art Nouveau Tarot, and we're going to see if there's anything else that the tarot can offer us as far as, what's attractive about you, what people see. Unbelievable. Another 7 of Cups, and you've got the King of Cups. So, yeah, I mean, now we're kind of now moving from a more analytical kind of mentality and problem solving to a more emotional, loving, emotional stability. So not only do you help with problems of the mind, but you also help with problems of the heart. You also help with emotional advice, and you're also very stable, just extremely stable with your emotions. You're fluid. You don't stay stuck. You're someone who loves the arts. You're someone who loves certain kind of architecture. There's a certain aesthetics about you that you find pleasing, and it's pleasing to the world. It's pleasing to the eyes, and people love that. People love the fact that you find the art and the beauty in things, and they like your taste for things, so they kind of want to be around you, because I guess, psychologically speaking, if you like them, then obviously they're cool, like they're desirable. That's kind of how sometimes how people think, because you like so many beautiful and wonderful things that if you like them, it's like, oh my goodness, look at this, she likes me. Look at all the beautiful stuff that she likes. So it's almost like a unconscious kind of thing. Now the 7 of Cups here, the fact that we have now the 7 of Cups upright and downright, solidifies the fact that there's many levels to you. Okay. There's so many things that people admire about you that it's hard to put into words. So, from all of these cups here, there's a cup that has money, an incredible amount of wealth. There's another cup that has a dragon. That dragon soars high and far, and that energy of the dragon is kind of the energy that you yourself are around. There's also even a major arcana there. The world is right there. So there's a sense of completion with you. It's like everything that you can possibly want is there. There's also another cup that if you pick it, you're probably going to get some harsh truths. So you can be harsh with your truth at some times. Like if you need to tell people what you need to tell them, you will. You're not doing it out of spite. You're not doing it out of hurt, this kind of, you're not trying to hurt people. You're trying to help them, but you don't mind telling people the truth. There's an honesty about you. You don't need to gain people's trust by manipulating them and by just constantly giving them compliments so that they can be your friend. You don't need that. You're an independent person, and people like that about you. So, and they like the fact that you're extremely honest. You'll tell people exactly what you think about them. You won't, you're not going to waste any time there. All right, so enough with tarot. That is the end of the tarot cards. Now we're going to go ahead and throw some oracle cards and try and see what the oracle cards reveal about how do people see you. So let's take a look. We're going to start with the Making Magic Oracle deck. We're going to throw just one. Earth. Look at that. So the Earth Magic card tells you ask the element of earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. So, again, people love you for your advice, right? People like to come because they know that you are grounding. They know that your words are the law. Your word, remember I told you at the beginning, your words are law. So people do what you say because your words are law. This is why you have this card here. Ask the element of earth for grounding and stability and strength in times of chaos. So when things are bad, your advice helps people get through their limitations and their sorrows. Well, this is why you have the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, an energy of planning, an energy of finding balance in their financial pursuits and life in general. This is what people take from you. This is what they see in you. So this is what they want from you, and they want to be around you because of this. Now, let's throw another card. This is from the Whispering Woods Oracle deck. We're just going to throw one. Let's see what this Whispering Woods has to tell us. Light. You've got light. Look to the space between the trees for answers. Ooh. So, again, people come to you for those answers. You know, you are that space between the trees. You are that light. You are someone who people come to find refuge from the world, you know, refuge from a situation. People don't know what to do, what to think. You know, you're clear. You understand where you're at. You pick up on certain trends and you follow it graciously. You're wise, all right? You can leave a strong legacy behind. You are a writer. You're a creator. People want to take what you have to give, right? All right. Let's go ahead and throw another oracle. Whispers of Love. It's this oracle deck. Whispers of Love. We're going to shuffle and we're going to throw one card. Demonstrate. Let me see. Let me bring it closer. Demonstrate love. Oh, look at that. This card is beautiful. Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. Haha. Look at that. I mean, that talks about just a special kind of person, right? Finding out what is important to those that you love and acting on it. So there's a strong indication here that, you know, you want to help people. You want to help the ones that love you. You want to help your fellow men. You know, there's an energy here where you want to support people. You wanna maybe show them the way towards where you are at. It's like, I've walked through these paths before. You can learn. You can be something. You can be powerful. You can you can be whatever the heck you want to be. You just have to do this and this and this and this and this, and you do it with love, a very loving energy about you. People love that about you. All right, let's go ahead and throw one more card. Now this card is not necessarily anything to do with this reading. This is going to be a message from Spirit to you, group number 4, okay? This is going to be from the Unicorns Oracle deck. This is going to be some advice. It could be some general advice on what you should be focusing on right now at this moment so that you can maybe come back into balance if you've been out of balance, or just anything. This is just an advice from Spirit. What does Spirit want you, group number 4, to focus on right now? I'm going to shuffle, and I'm going to throw the card. Imagination. Beautiful. Imagination. Envision a new reality. Give yourself permission to dream. Believe in unlimited possibilities. So this is something to focus on right now. Okay, group number 4, imagination. You know, it's important for you to envision a new reality for yourself. So, you know, it just speaks towards maybe if you're experiencing any kind of setback, or if you're maybe stuck, for some of you feeling a bit stuck right now, it's important for you to envision something new, because something new is coming and you are very powerful. Your mind is a very powerful tool, group number 4. Also, give yourself permission to dream. And maybe, you know, you've taken on too much too soon and now you feel a bit torn down, weighed down by it. So it's important for you to give yourself permission to dream. Dream big. Believe in unlimited possibilities. Spirit is telling you that with your wisdom, your power, you are able to manifest great and powerful things. Never limit yourself to anything. You can do it. You can achieve. You can be anything that you want to be. That is what this card is telling you, group number 4. That is a very powerful message from Spirit to you. Spirit is trying to tell you that use your mind, that powerful tool, envision what you want, dream it, believe it, and it will happen. All right? So, group number 4, I want to thank you so much for watching this Pick a Card Tarot reading. Thank you so much. Also, please give me a like. Those likes help. Don't forget to subscribe, all right? Please subscribe, seekers. I have so many more Pick a Card videos coming soon for you, so subscribe. Also, don't forget that I have an Etsy shop, seekers, okay? I want to remind you, seekers, of that Etsy shop, because I'm offering private readings in that Etsy shop. The feedback that I've received from those private readings has been truly phenomenal. So far, I have a 5-star rating. I'm very happy and very proud of that. You know, my prices at this moment are below market value. So Go in and you will not be disappointed with my service. Even though those prices are below market value, I give an incredible amount of value right back, which is why I have that feedback and that rating. So please visit the Etsy shop, place your private readings today. I want to thank you, seekers, so much. Thank you for the ones that have already placed your private readings. Working with you one-on-one has been phenomenal. I've enjoyed every step of the way. Thank you. Also, don't forget to write some comments below. I want to hear from you, seekers. I want to know what you thought about this reading. Perhaps if there's anything that you would like for me to know. This pick a card idea, or this pick a card tarot reading came because of an idea that you seekers left below. So I would like to hear what those ideas are. It's very simple. Just, write hashtag pick a card and then idea. And then, provide me the idea right after that. That way I can search for the ideas. I respond to every comment that you seekers leave. So if you write a comment, I will 100% respond back to you. I love doing that. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what pick a card ideas you have for me. Any pick a card ideas that you would want for me to just add to my queue would be extremely helpful. I love doing these pick a card tarot readings for you seekers. They're very fun. I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all your love, all your care, all your beautiful words. Thank you, seekers. Don't forget to visit that Etsy shop. The link is down below. Visit the Etsy shop. You will not be disappointed. Also, if you want to pick up on some merchandise from the Tarot Magician, please do so down below. But most importantly, the Etsy shop. I want to work one-on-one with you seekers. So I will see you very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.